The old crew, how's it going? Suss out where I put my oil drain container. Dare say tomorrow's training ride's going to be a bit of a wet one where we're heading out. Fair bit of rain here over the last month, and everywhere is pretty much saturated, so there's a lot of water laying around. But got to get out there and ride and train, so just have to put up with it. So this is what happens when you wash your bike without taking your bash plate off. So I knew I was going to be servicing it, so I didn't actually take it off when I washed it. And plus it was late in the arvo as well, so that needs a good clean out. Yo, how you going, man? Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, I think a jet ski would have been a good investment over the last little while. Stalling. So, I need to clean the bottom of that frame before I start draining that oil. Not that it really matters, dirt going into the sump oil, but what I normally do is give it a degrease after I've done it, get all the dirt and oil off. Alright, I'm just going to find where my Where my oil pan is for draining the sump oil. Gotti. Need a 13 mil. Was it you that I was going to visit on my way back from Brizzy with Kane when I bought him? Yeah, that was me, man. That was me. Yeah, I can't remember what happened there. I don't know whether we just couldn't get it to line up or whether it was weather related. I got a feeling you might have just made a V-line to get home as quick as possible from memory. So this is my first full. I've done 9 hours, 8 hours. Done 8 hours on this lot of oil. That included the race that I did at Roma. So done a bit of training and a day of racing. On this, so we're about 2 hours shy of the 10 hours. Yeah, so we're doing this change about 2 hours early. Just because I don't know how long we're going to ride for tomorrow. I've got a feeling it's going to be a bit longer than 2 hours, so I don't want to run over the 10 hours. So hence why I'm going to change the oil out early. So Jordan and I are going out, do some training tomorrow, and I reckon it's going to be well over 2 hours. So just get that oil out prematurely, and that way we're good. Not sure why that dropped out. I don't know why, but it just kicked me out of the out of my own video. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Either I had something come up or yeah. So you've been getting out a bit random? Haven't really seen any of your 1 minute videos pop up recently. Chalk a bit or something. That'll be a little bit of gasket, I'd say. A tiny little bit of gasket from the rebuild, I reckon. Get this filter out. I do filter every time I do the oil. I know I've heard of people doing an oil change without doing a filter change. I can't see why you would run fresh oil through a dirty filter, but I think on average for these bikes, I think filter is around the $14 mark or something like that. And for the price of oil, like I don't know why you'd sacrifice oil through a dirty filter. So I think I need to get the bloody hairdryer back on that front guard again too. It's still a little bit stiff. I reckon I need to get the hairdryer on that because I don't own a heat gun. So to get the hairdryer on and heat that guard up a bit and straighten it a bit more from when I crashed into the tree. I hope to go for a ride this weekend. It will be a steady one because my broken ribs haven't fully healed after 3.5 months. Haven't been anywhere or done anything. Yeah, man, ribs are painful and take a long time to heal. Hey, I definitely take it steady and nurse them when you're getting out there. Nothing too major in the oil screen there, just a few little flecks of metal. Yeah, I'm keen for tomorrow. We're going to some single trail straight across the road here from my joint. I haven't ridden them, I don't think, in, I'd have to be a couple of years, I reckon, since I've ridden the ones over there. Hopefully they're not too wet and they're not too overgrown. Cheers, brother. Thank you. I think I've asked in the past when I've gone live doing oil change, how many of you actually measure your oil, or do you just go by the sight glass? I used to on my early bikes. When I first, I think it was my both my 04 450 and my 06 450, I used to go by the sight glass. But yeah, since my 2017 KTM 450 and now with the 2023 Gas 350, I measure the oil as well as check the sight glass. But generally, if you fill it by measure, it's normally always spot on. So I fill the jug first to capacity, then I top up the, I pre-fill the filter before I poke it back in. Basically like a pre-prime, just so the filter's full of oil. One less thing to have to get oil into. So nice golden liquid to go into here. Yeah, just top the filter up, bung in straight in. Put that out of the road so you don't kick it over. Check or replace your O-ring on the oil filter cap. What we got going on here? Do KTM still have 2 screens and 2 filters? I got Ducati oil soon. Nah man, my 06 I believe had definitely 2 screens and 2 filters. My 2017 I believe only had the 1 screen and the 1 filter from memory. The Gas only has the 1 screen, 1 filter. I normally just chuck the old filter in the new filter container for disposal. I never measure because the measure never lined up with the sight glass. I would always have to add heaps more to see it in the sight glass, so I just do it by sight glass now, or dipstick on cane. Yeah, that makes sense, man. I just started measuring and checking. I found with these bikes, the 450, KTM 450 and the Gas 350, that the measure is pretty much spot on. Hey, Random, do you keep a log history of your servicing? I've done this for the last 3 bikes I've owned, which essentially I've only owned 4 bikes in the last, I think, 10 years. But the last 3 road reg bikes, I've been keeping track of the date, the hours, the kilometers, and what I've done to it, whether it be just the oil and filter, or like I just fitted the new clutch, so I've got the date, hours and kilometers that the new clutch was fitted. Really handy to know what you've done when, how long you've got out of stuff, and also when you go to sell the bikes, it's good to be able to hand this to a prospective buyer and they can actually have a look through and see what you've actually done, like maintenance wise and that. Yeah, I think I've only ever changed the O-ring out once, and that was because I think it had a bit of a nick in it, so I just replaced it. Because with one of the bikes I was getting, I think it was the 06 that had the 2 filters. One filter you used to get the O-ring with, and the other you didn't. So I used to basically get a free O-ring with one of the filters. So, but yeah, I don't replace the O-ring unless it's damaged. Get the old oil out of the road so we don't kick that over. I've done that before too. He's well and truly up in the sight glass, which is good. Sorry about the pie body. I know your buddy vapor blasted that, but these muddy rides aren't doing them any favours, eh? Just write this stuff in before I forget. So we've got 89.38 hours. And 1,762.9 kilometres. On the 26th of the 3rd. And we have oil and filter. I'll check the air filter, even though it's been wet rides the last few ones. It still pays to check. Yeah, she's all sweet. Hashtag no dust. No service history. I used to, but I've had her 24 years now, so she's an extension of me now, so I can just tell what's needing what and when. Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, definitely if it's a lifetime bike, yeah, I can understand that. Just kicked myself out then. I'll never sell her but one look and ride, and you'll know she is loved and well looked after. Yeah, that's it. Some people don't care about the history. They just look at what it looks like and go with that. Right, geez, I need to clean the bash plate before I put it back on. Which I don't have any. I don't think I have any degreaser left. I need to do a top up of oh, hang on. Oh, probably got like about that much in the bottom of this one that I can spray the bash plate with. Have a look at what the underside of this looks like, see if it needs any I think that's all pretty sweet, eh? That doesn't need a degrease under there. Oh, there goes my phone. Lucky it's the old one. Old one with no case, no protector. just give this bash plate a quick blast. Just give the bash plate a quick degrease and hose off so I can put it back on, get all the shit out of there. Sherbet's made in Italy. Surface history is nice. It's just ink and paper. If it wasn't done right or at all, it's not worth the ink or paper it's written on. I go on what I can see. Yeah, no, that's fair, man. The last two bikes I've sold, the people that have bought it have been pretty stoked with the last owners have been pretty stoked with the notes and stuff on when I'd replace clutches and stuff like that. So for my peace of mind and for theirs as well, if and when I go to sell, yeah, it's something I'll continue to do. Probably initially it's more for me than the new owner, but yeah, each to their own. I can get these bloody holes to line up, we might be right. Forest full of trees. It's easier when you can eyeball the hole. This is the best live chat I've had. It would be boring world if we all did everything the same, bro, and we would never progress anywhere. Oh, cheers, man. Yeah, I love going live and being able to chat, chat with subscribers and share ideas, and yeah, it's really, really good. Love it. Probably this is more so much for the subscribers than it is for myself. Like, I can quite happily come out here and work on the bike and not have to worry about you know, talking to a camera or moving a phone around, and but it's great interaction, being able to chat and yeah, build relationships with the subscribers, and yeah, like I said, share ideas, you know. Depends what your motives are, I suppose, as well, but yeah, personally I love it, getting on here and exactly this, chatting with you. Because where are you again? Are you Townsville? From memory? Is it Townsville? No one watches my lives. Oh, that's a bugger, man. I haven't, I'm pretty sure, I know I'm definitely subscribed, but I'm pretty sure I've got it set to all notifications, so I get it, anything you post up, but I haven't seen anything, man. Normally, if I see people's lives pop up, even if I'm at work or whatever, I normally just try and jump in and just say a quick hello, let them know that I'm watching, what have you. But yeah, I haven't seen anything pop up, brother. Ah, Cairns. Man, I was born in Mossman and grew up 21 years in Mossman, Cairns. So I know the paradise up there, man. I grew up with it, and I generally visit my family that's all still in Mossman. I generally visit them at least once, if not twice a year. So yeah, definitely a beautiful part of the world, man. Alright, I am going to quickly grab the hairdryer so I can straighten this guard back up a bit better. I'll be 2 seconds. Yeah, so the story behind the front guard, I last race I crashed into a tree because I couldn't see because my goggles and the rain. And yeah, didn't realise I kinked my guard, and I heated it up on the last live I did and popped the kink out of it, but the guard's still a little bit crooked. I haven't posted in 3.5 months and don't get much interaction anyway, so that's why I'm thinking of quitting. Yeah, man, YouTube, social media is a tough gig. It can get very disheartening. You know, you put up something you think's really good and cool and you get a handful of views on it and get discouraged. You put something up that you think, oh, I don't know whether this is any good, I'll just put it up anyway. And next thing you know, I had a couple of videos that I hummed and hawed about putting up, and they've had like, one of them's at like 175,000 views. The other one just recently, I think it's at about 90,000 views. Yeah, it's just one of those things, hey. But I do it because I love it, and I know there's people out there that love it, and that's why I just keep chipping away. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah. Don't get discouraged, hey, like, just depends, like I said, it depends on your motives for it. Like, I personally get a lot out of what I do. Yeah, the monetization side of it is obviously a spin-off, but I use that bit of money that I make, I buy stickers and that and give back to the people. I don't really, you know, I don't make enough money off it to really make a big difference at this point. You know, things are starting to look up a bit. I've started now making a bit of money on Facebook posts. But yeah, that was never what I set out to do. I never set out to have YouTube as a money maker. It was a mate of mine said to me, "Oh, you should put the videos up on YouTube so we can all watch them." And yeah, next thing I know, it's something like 8 or 9 years later. Here I am. I've only got like 2,000 odd subscribers, but you know, I love what I do. People love what I do. And yeah, I'll just keep doing it as long as I can. And yeah, you just gotta, like I said, not get discouraged. Be happy for the views that you get. You can change one person's life. I know from feedback and messages I've got, I've changed a heap of people's lives by doing what I do. People that have never ridden before have started riding. One guy in particular now is riding gold class in hard enduro. So yeah, you just never know who you might touch or who you might affect in a positive way. But yeah, definitely keep chipping, man. Alright, so the guard's looking a bit more centre to the tyre now, which is good. Alrighty. But yeah, hairdryer seems to work pretty well. It takes a little bit longer than a heat gun to heat up the plastic, but that's got the job done and got enough heat into it to reshape it. I might just suss out this phone, see how long I've been live for. 50 minutes. Roger. We might look at rounding it out at the hour mark. I might hang for another 10 minutes. And yeah. Actually, that's what I do need is see how much fuel I've got and how much I need. I've only fueled up once so far since this fuel crisis thingy. I haven't really changed anything I'm doing. I'm still riding and driving, which is mainly to work at the moment. But yeah, I'll need to. I think this will just about empty this 20 litre Jerry, so I'll have to I'll have to run the gauntlet and take a Jerry to the servo and hopefully not have bloody Willem Powerfish bloody give me a serve. I'm going to top this right off for tomorrow because I don't know how long and how far we're going to be going for. So it's going to be safe to have a full tank for the day. Yeah, that's pretty much emptied up. Yeah, so I'll need to take that Jerry with over the next couple of days. Top that up with fuel. Yeah, man, that's understandable. It's really a tough bloody thing to make money on. You've really got to have that perfect content that just keeps people coming back. And unfortunately, this, one of the biggest things that it seems that are getting the views are bloody women with their in bikinis and that sort of thing. Don't get me wrong, there are some channels out there with some guys that are really kicking ass, and but it's tough, man. It's really, really tough to try and make a living off YouTube. Don't get me wrong, I would love to make enough money to not have to work as much or at all. Now that things have sort of gotten to where they are, with making a little bit of money off Facebook and that now, it certainly opens up the doors and gets the juices flowing for trying to find that niche and what you need to do. Like, there's so much in it. There's the time of the day that you go live. There's, what night of the week and what time you post your content up. Obviously, what's in your content, how long it is. I used to put hours into editing my ride videos to get like a handful of views. Now I just basically cut the bits that I like and put them in, and in some cases I'm getting more views than what I was for less effort. So doing all the fancy stuff and that, I don't know whether that's all worth it with all the fades and all the music and sound effects, and I went down that path and it didn't really add any, I was going to say it didn't really add any value, but it just didn't seem to increase my views. So I just knocked all that on the head and just do basic videos, cut, snip, join, post. People want to watch it, they'll watch it. If they don't, they won't. So, Yeah, I'm lucky I don't own any diesel vehicles, so I fueled up Monday night and paid $2.55 for 91 unleaded. Drink. But yeah, I'll probably look at shutting this down at the 1 hour mark. We'll probably be getting close. Probably I don't know whether you can see random that says up on yours, but yeah, it was 50 minutes before. I reckon it must be getting close to about 55 minutes. Yeah, editing can take a bit, man. Like, I've been through a few different programs now. I just edit with the Insta360 Studio. Basically, there's a bit in it because you can orientate the footage that you've taken, obviously, because you've recorded in 360, but I enjoy watching that back and part of the editing process. But yeah, some videos, 5 seconds is too short for clips because you can't get the gist of what's going on. Like I normally like to run, you know, around 15 to 20 seconds maybe, sometimes 10 seconds depending on how interesting it is, and then cut to a new clip. Recently my shorts have been, you know, like almost 1 minute of just the single clip of us riding. But yeah, I just pretty much work with what I've got and just try and make the clips interesting. Yeah, but give it another crack, mate. Yeah, hopefully you can get a bit of enjoyment out of it, and yeah, maybe grow a little. Rightio, so I've pretty much got about 1 minute left, and then I hit the hour mark, so that will be, we'll call it 11:40, and I'm gonna tap out. I might, I've got a parcel rocked up from Insta360, so I may go live to do an unboxing of that. Otherwise I might just do maybe a little edit and post it up, but we'll get this one out of the road for a start, finish this up, and then I'll make a plan for the Insta360 product and go from there. Random, if you're kicking about and I go live on the Insta unboxing, jump in, mate. It'd be cool to keep chatting with you. All right, when they're talking, yeah, and that's a bit of a pain, like, because they can't can't do it all in one take. But yeah, that's very frustrating when they, but yeah, it's yeah, I like to leave, like you, the rawness in. If I make a bit of a mistake, then you know that can either cut it out. But yeah, I don't like doing those edits where they constantly chopping and changing that. So yeah, I do, mate. I've got about 12 sponsors. So this is one of my recent pickups. Chris from Promo Motorcycles has jumped on board as a sponsor. I don't have him on my bike here because I've got existing plastics and graphics on my bike, but Focus X, I've been with them since 2021. Headskins, about the same era. NSX Factor I've been with for a couple of years now. Juve I've been with a couple of years. Moto Odyssey is about I think 2022, I think. Metrolex, been a few years with them. Undercover, about 4 years with them. Bowcare, I'm about two years with those guys. MX Inc, this is my I think my 4th year with them. So yeah, but that's all of my sponsors there. Whoa. Actually, that's one of my newer ones as well. Brisbane Dirt Bike Rentals, or BDBR Enduro Parts in Brisbane. They've jumped on board the end of last year. So, yeah, pretty stoked to have the support of these guys. It's greatly appreciated, means a lot. But anyway, I'm going to, well, that's one that's actually not on there, is Midas Tyres. I picked them up last year. I'm with them again this year. Little sneak peek. I haven't got them all here yet, but that's some of the tyres. I'm still waiting on some more to come in, but I'll do a reveal. Well, not a reveal, but I'll do a sponsor shout out once I've got all the tyres on board. Yeah, mate. In the beginning I chased sponsors, and then in the last couple of years, yeah, I've had offers. Had offers where people have contacted me and said they want to send stuff out to me and or give me discount, that sort of thing. So yeah, mate. Yeah, MX Ink graphics are the bomb. They are definitely good. So, but yeah, man, if you want to try and get sponsors, like I'm lucky enough that I'd had YouTube fairly well up and running and had some good views and some good analytics and that, and also Facebook was kicking along pretty well as well. So yeah, I had a bit of ammo. I had some race results as well, which certainly helped. But yeah, you got to go out and chase them initially, eh? Well, anyway, I'm going to tap out. Thanks for hanging around, Random. Really appreciate your support, mate. And yeah, we'll catch up with you later. See ya.